Please, come on in. Thank you so much for coming back with us from the hospital. I know we all have a lot of questions we want to ask you.
Well, like I said, I only try to take on one case at a time, and, well, now you have me on board. You got me 24/7.
I'm sorry, I just don't understand why you ran those tests on us. Lizzie's chemo is going well, right?
It's only precautionary. I like to be prepared for anything and everything, even if it is unlikely.
That's why he's at the top of this field. I'm going to get some coffee, make yourself at home.
But bone marrow compatibility, I thought that was only an issue if the chemo wasn't working.
I like to do things far before they become a concern. I'm typing with a view to future blood and platelet donation and, yes, to a possible bone marrow match.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I don't think that's exactly what he's saying, Beth.
Well, I'm sorry, I get the feeling there's something you're not telling us. You say that you only take on the most dire cases, and now you take on Lizzie's, and you do these added tests. I just think there's more going on than what you're saying.
Princess Shady Lane. Somehow I don't think so. This may just do it, Richard. No one will ever trust your judgment again.
You called for a messenger, sir?
Yes, have this delivered immediately. I think everything's falling into place. What the? Carmen!
That's right, Edmund. I'm back. No thanks to you.
Yeah, Ross. Well, it's you-know-who. Sure. What is he doing here? What, you called the cops?
Well, we are reopening a murder investigation.
No. Vanessa is cooperating with this investigation.
Yes, and because of that, I want some form of immunity or she's not going to do it.
I don't want her to do this at all, Ross.
Well, I'm not going to make any promises until I hear what Mrs. Reardon has to say. If she's telling the truth, then she should have nothing to worry about.
Oh, really? Well, Michelle told the truth, and look what happened to her. Ross, I want to call this off. Vanessa, I think we should call this off.
No, I have to do this. Enough innocent people have already suffered.
I barely sat down since we've been here. We need to rest.
I should have waited until I saw who it was. I know.
I thought it was Bernardo's man. You were just defending me. It's okay.
I had no idea it was Jesse. None. Okay.
Hey, how are you?
I'm sorry about your friends.
Yeah. You know, you've been wonderful. You have your own personal position working on Jesse. You put everything else aside, Richard. What's going to happen to you? To us? You know, if everyone finds out.
No one's going to find out. We've got everything under control right now.
Because of the statement Danny gave.
Look, the authorities know that Danny and Michelle somehow got onto the island without our knowledge.
Okay, well, that's believable.
I've assured them that Danny and Michelle will be in the custody of the palace guard, at least for now.
Well, and then what?
Well, and then, look, I'm not going to do anything until we know more about Jesse's condition, right?
Thank you. And I love you, but I don't want anything to happen to you.
Just don't worry about me and concentrate on your friends. How is he, Doctor? It's touch and go. The bullet was inches from his heart. It got some damage.
So you removed the bullet, right? And he's stable?
It's very complicated with this young man's history. The fact that he's a heart transplant patient.
Can I see him, please? Can you just let him know that I'm here so I can go see him?
You can go in for a few minutes.
You know, she's just upset. She doesn't blame you.
Jessie has her mother's heart. If he dies, then I'll not only have killed someone she cares about, but I'll destroy the last connection to her mother.
Is everything all right, sir?
It's nothing. Bit of an accident. No harm done.
There was plenty of harm done. I've been stuck in a psych ward for days.
I was wondering where you disappeared to.
Don't pretend that you didn't try to find me.
Come on now, Carmen. You know I'm not the possessive type.
I called you to get me out of there.
You did when?
Edmund, I am not in the mood for your games. You blew me off to go to a Spalding dinner party.
Was that you who called? I was wondering who that was. I'm sorry, under the circle. Oh, sit down, Carmen. Come on, sit down. I must say, getting away from it all really has done you a world of good. You look beautiful.
You really think your bald flattery has any effect?
It has in the past.
You know, for a moment, you actually did remind me a little of someone.
Here I was thinking I was all unique.
You're not half the man he was. He knew how to get things done.
What is this insult meant to imply?
I thought that we could be business partners, but I can see that you're not nearly as capable as I expected you to be.
No?
No. This dream you have of taking over San Cristobal over your brother is just that, a dream.
Carmen, you have no idea.
That accident you caused, which you couldn't have without my help, hardly interrupted the Spalding project. It didn't hurt Richard at all.
It was just part of the plan.
A poor one at that. When are you going to realize, Edmund, that Richard is the superior man?
Don't count me out, Carmen.
I already have. I don't do business with losers.
I don't need your business, Carmen. I have everything I need in place to bring down Richard and his bride-to-be. People will never look at him the same way again.
I'm really sorry about this. I've been tried to cancel.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, lining up this catering job should only take about 5 minutes. It's the last thing I want to do now.
I wonder if Drew's in San Cristobal. I wonder if she's with Jessie yet.
I cannot still believe that boy was shot.
He's got to make it, boss. He just has to. None of this would have happened if it weren't for her. She's the reason for all of Drew's pain.
Look, stay clear of her, okay? She's going to be paid for what she's done, and soon. Wait for me. Here.
Beth, I would never lie or keep anything from you about your daughter. Now look, all indications are that the present course of treatment is going to work. Now, if it doesn't, I'll be that far ahead of the game, that's all.
That's good, that's good.
I'm sorry. I'm just... I guess I'm reading more into this than what's really there. I don't know what's wrong with me.
There's nothing wrong with you, babe. You're just scared, that's all.
I do trust you, Dr. Chase.
No, please.
Noah, and I don't want you to think...
No, it's all right. People tend to lie about things that they shouldn't all the time. They think they're sparing you the pain, but actually they're just setting you up for more. Now look, you'll always get a straight answer from me.
Thank you.
And, well, frankly, I need you to know as much information as you can so you can make informed decisions.
Well, as long as you've brought that up, I do have another question. Oh. Is there a chance that this type of leukemia is genetically transmitted?
Oh, Beth, look. You didn't do this to Lizzie. And the baby that you're carrying is at no greater risk.
Here, honey, don't do this to yourself. I mean, this disease is not inherited. And Lizzie and the baby are different, completely different genetic makeups. I mean, Philip is Lizzie's father, and this baby's mine.
I'm sorry, Philip, I need to talk to you some things about Lizzie's school, if that's okay.
It's fine with me. I actually have some prenatal questions, if you don't mind me capitalizing on our monopoly of you.
No problem.
Great. Excuse us.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
It's some things with Lizzie's school. No, I just had to get out of there because, Jim is talking about this being his baby, and it's your baby. And if something happens with this baby...
I know. I've been thinking about this from day one. See, that's the problem, Beth. This is the life that I lived. I know all about this. It doesn't stop when you put a different name on a birth certificate. That's what I was trying to tell you.
I get that now. You just never think that your child's going to get sick. Your baby is
Okay.
sick.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, all right? Lizzie's going to be fine. That's what we need to concentrate on right now. And this baby will be fine, too.
You're right. You are. Lizzie's going to be fine. I'm sorry that I brought that up. I'm sorry.
I understand. It's not a big deal.
Okay. Thanks for being there for me.
Sure. It's not a big deal. Her teachers will understand. She'll make it up eventually.
Everything okay out here?
Yeah.
I got a couple questions I want to ask Noel.
Man, this guy is a bevy of information. I just found out every pregnancy tip known to man. Babe, when are our reading classes starting? It's got to be soon. I never asked.
Actually, I haven't signed us up for them yet.
Oh. Okay, well, I can take care of that. I'm sorry. I should have offered that earlier. Something else that we're going to have to be doing soon is picking out some baby names.
I'm really not up to doing that right now.
Well, I'm talking about our child, Beth.
Honey, Michelle's the daughter of my dearest friend, and she's been like a daughter to me. I have to do this for them, not to mention for myself.
All right, I want to know exactly what this means for my wife coming forward like this. I want to know that she's going to be protected.
From whom, Mr. Reardon?
Carmen Santos, for one.
Carmen Santos?
She tried to kill my wife. She put poison in a lip balm that I was giving her. Her life was in danger, and it still is. What are you going to do about that?
Well, I will take all of that into account when I hear Mrs. Reardon's story.
I'm ready now. I'd like to tell the story now. The night that Ben was killed, Pilar came to my hospital room. She was very upset and angry because of all the things that Ben had done to her family and to mine. And she said something about that she knew how to get to Ben. She knew how to make him pay. I was worried about her. So I went to Ben's apartment.
Vanessa had been given some medication at the hospital, so she was still kind of out of it.
But you still managed to drive yourself to Towers?
Yes, I did. I was worried about Pilar. I didn't want her to be hurt. When I got there, to Ben's apartment, the door was open. He'd already been shot. He told me that Carmen Santos was the one who had shot him. And then he reached for me. off. It was an accident. It was not the kind of thing that I would want to have happen to anybody.
We understand that, Vanessa. Doris, Ben Warren told her point blank that Carmen Santos shot him. The man was dying at the time. He had no reason to lie.
Mrs. Reardon's testimony hinges on the words of a dead man. I mean, there is no proof that Carmen Santos shot him first or that she was even in the room.
I'm the proof.
She wanted to be here, Mom, just to make sure that the whole story comes out.
I told you. I was there before Miss Reardon showed up. I know exactly what happened.
Introducing other testimony at this point will seriously compromise Mrs. Reardon's interview.
No, wait a minute. Vanessa's already told her story. Pilar's testimony is not going to compromise anything.
Not to mention the fact that her testimony is highly suspect due to her mental state.
I am not crazy.
Would you just listen to her again? Compare it to what Vanessa just said. That's all I'm asking you to do, Doris.
Everything happened the way I said it did on the stand. Miss Reardon only got involved because I went to visit her at the hospital before I went to Ben's apartment. I just wanted my mother to see Ben for who he really was. That's all. I thought she would throw him out. Instead, she shot him. She shot him because of me. When we got back home, we realized that she dropped the gun. So she went back, got the gun, and she got rid of it somehow. Then she realized that Michelle didn't have an alibi. So she made me stall Michelle and Danny so that she can go back to Michelle's house and plant their bloody gloves in Michelle's drawer. She promised me that Michelle wouldn't go to jail. And when she did, she said that she deserved it because of Mick. She didn't deserve it. I can't stand what I did to Michelle, and I can't stand what I did to all of you.
I reacted without thinking, without seeing who it was, just like I was taught.
That's not what happened, Danny.
Jesse was Michelle's first love. He has her mother's heart. I resented that a lot. I resented what they had, their connection. Maybe I didn't know it was him. You know what my family does to rivals?
But you're not your family. And there's no way that that's what Michelle's thinking either.
Not to die on me, okay? Please? I'll do whatever it takes to make this up to you, Jesse. Listen, if you're gonna tell me to get away from him, I'm not going to. I'm not leaving. About everything. And now I'm being punished. Jesse. What did the doctor say?
A bullet was pretty close to his heart. It's really serious, Drew.
You should know what I know now. I mean, Vanessa woke up.
Oh my God.
I followed Holly to where Matt was hiding her, and I heard the whole story. The truth. I should have believed you. You know, I should have believed Jesse. I got a little lost. I got a little obsessed with making someone pay, and I wish I could take it away. I wish I could take it all back. Everything that's happened to you, and it's my baby. But, I can't. You don't want to look at me, right? I don't blame you. You don't have to look at me. You don't have to look at me. You don't have to. I don't want you to forgive me for this, okay? I don't want you to. Because I'm not going to forgive myself. I promise.
Thank you both. Doris, I'm going to file to have Michelle's conviction overturned. In fact, I want this trial reopened based on the new evidence.
Based on what new evidence, Ross? The words of a dead man or a woman that just came out of a coma?
Excuse me. I know exactly what I saw.
I'm sorry, but your memory and your judgment are questionable at best. I mean, you said yourself that you were disoriented, that you had just taken some medication.
Miss Wolf, what? Do you think I'm making this up? Do you think I'm imagining? I couldn't possibly.
I'm saying it's a highly unreliable account, Ross.
Unreliable. It dovetails perfectly with Pilar's testimony. The same version of events coming from two different people.
Two independent accounts. Even if what they're saying is true, neither of them were in that room together.
It's true. What I'm saying is true.
And it just conveniently exonerates you from punishment. Oh, while also releasing Michelle Santos, a woman that you claim was like a daughter to you.
Doris, two congruent versions of what happened. It couldn't possibly be coincidence. And you yourself pointed out that Vanessa couldn't possibly have spoken to Pilar.
There is nothing that puts Mrs. Reardon at the scene of the crime, but we do have an eyewitness that puts Michelle Santos outside of Ben Warren's hotel room.
My mother paid for that.
And your testimony was ruled inadmissible in court, Miss Santos. So if you don't have anything else...
I do. I definitely have something else. You need to get some rest. That was too much for
Honey, you've got to talk to the DA. You've got to get
Vanessa, she didn't come after you. She could have.
But, sweet, you told
Vanessa,
me
she could have had you arrested, but she didn't. You want me to implicate you more? I'm not going to do that. Now, you did everything you can. It's over.
I don't believe it. You and I told them exactly what happened. Didn't make a difference. Just didn't make a difference.
I have to hand it to you, Edmund. For all your failures, you really have a way of bouncing back.
You really thought you were going to get away with it, didn't you? You really thought that you could destroy people's lives and waltz away.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know damn well what I'm talking about. Now my daughter does, too.
What are you implying?
Vanessa's talking. She's awake. Yeah, and Carmen, she's talking about you.
You're not making any sense, Selena. I'm very happy that Vanessa is awake, but it has nothing to do with me.
It has everything to do with you, Carmen. Look at you. You're squirming now because you know it's over. You shot Ben, you set up Michelle, and now you're going down, you witch. You're finally going to pay for hurting all the people that I love.
Come on, let's get out of here. Let's go back to your place.
Sorry, Carmen. I'm afraid that won't be possible.
What?
I have a business meeting.
You're running scared, aren't you? You think I'm going down, and you're jumping ship.
Well, nice going. You're now Carmen Santos' new best friend.
It's good that you're keeping things as normal as you can with homework assignments. Keeping her occupied will also keep her mind off the nausea that she might feel.
Is there anything else that we could be doing right now to make this easier for her?
I think the best thing to do is just stay calm and relax. I mean, Lizzie gets most of her cues from you and Beth, right? The more stressed or worried that you guys are, she might be worried too. Philip, is there a problem with the baby that Beth is carrying?
No. Why?
With her marriage?
No, not that I know of. Why do you ask?
Well, Beth just seemed a little bit upset. You don't want any other tensions or strains being misinterpreted.
No, you know, no. She won't let that interfere with Lizzie. I won't, and I won't allow her to either. It'll be okay.
All right, look, I'm sorry for being so invasive.
No, it's all right.
The more I know, the better I can do my job.
Sure, I understand. But as far as I know, the baby is fine, and I think her marriage with Jim is fine, too.
Can you understand why I wouldn't feel like picking out baby names right now? I mean, Philip and I just had tests done in case Lizzie's chemo doesn't work.
Yeah, and the doctor made it perfectly clear that he's being overcautious in this situation. Honey, listen, I'm just as concerned about Lizzie as everyone else is, but she's getting the best possible care. When Philip convinces this incredible doctor to take on her case, and she's his only patient. So I think that everything that can be done is being done.
I know that.
But do you? Do you really? Because we're getting ready to have a baby, and that is an incredibly important thing. You know, as a matter of fact, the baby has been an incredible source of joy and strength to Lizzie through this entire ordeal. To everyone, it seems, except you.
Yeah. They don't deserve this. You know, they're good people.
I know.
I spent the last half hour trying to convince Danny that it wasn't his fault, that it was just an accident.
Well, of course it was. Why would anyone think otherwise?
Because of the world he grew up in, the violence. He believes that if someone else would have been in that situation, if that gun had been in someone else's hands, then it wouldn't have happened.
No. Danny's not like the rest of his family, I know that.
I just wish I could find the words to give them hope, but I know how fragile life is and how quickly things change. Heart was shot, just like this. And the bullet was lodged near his heart, and it was too dangerous to operate, but then when they did operate, it...
I'm sorry, Kathy. Look, if this is too much for you...
No, it's okay. I want to help my friends. And I want to help you.
Me?
Richard, I know you're downplaying all of this for me. But I know what the news can do to you,
Look,
how it can get twisted.
I told you. I've taken care of everything.
I know you told me that.
Look, let me help you, all right? Let me help your friends. Now, I spoke with the doctor. We're going to have to move Jesse. Because he's a heart transplant patient, we've got to get him back to the States to his own doctors where he can receive the proper care.
You know, he's got to pull through this. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Why we hold back, why we wait to say how we feel.
Well, because we always think there's more time, there are more chances, and there's a better way.
I don't want to hold back anything with you anymore.
I did it before and I don't want to do it again.
I did too. We're together now. That's the important thing, right? And I'm not going to let another day go by without telling you what you mean to me and how much I love you.
I wish I would have believed in our friendship, Michelle. Jesse believed in you. I should have known in my heart.
No, Drew, I really can't talk to you about this right now.
I just can't. Right. No, I understand. Could you at least tell me who shot him?
I did. I shot him.
Hey, Matt, my mom just wants the truth to come out, okay? She doesn't want you to protect her anymore.
Somebody got to protect her, Bill.
Hey, do you think that I like the idea that my mom could go to jail for this? Because I don't, okay? But I'm supporting her because that's what she needs. She needs all of us to stick together here, help her get through this situation. Now, she's gonna fight this with or without you, Matt, okay? So why don't you just be with her? Come on, man, she needs you.
If either of you can think of any other details or anything else I can check out, just let me know.
Wait a minute. Isn't there something that you can do now?
Well, the DA might not be able to overturn the conviction right away, but at least I have enough to bring Carmen in for questioning, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I need to make a call. I'll be out in the car.
Doris, you know that Vanessa is telling the truth.
And you know where Michelle and Danny are hiding.
Prove it.
Your career is on the line, Ross.
So is yours, along with your conscience.
You are making matters worse for your client.
How could things possibly get any worse for my client?
Michelle's running away is only sealing her guilt every day. When the police find her, and they will, those jurors are not going to feel sorry for her.
So you're threatening the death penalty sentence?
No, I'm not threatening. I'm telling you, it's a reality.
Yes, that's right. We'll transport him on my private jet. A doctor and a nurse will be with him. Make the arrangements and let me know as soon as that's done. Thank you.
Thank you.
You shot him?
Yes.
Why? What?
Jesse. True.
Jesse! Oh, I'm here. I'm right here.
What happened? Jesse, you tried to warn us about Teresa. Oh, Teresa. Yeah, you came crashing through the window of our house. No, you didn't. I thought you were one of Bernardo's men, and I shot you.
I just wanted to let you guys know that Richard has made all the arrangements for transporting Jesse back to the States, just like the doctor recommended.
And he and a nurse and all the necessary equipment will be on board with him.
In the hospital, contacting Cedars, there's going to be an ambulance waiting for him at the airport.
They'd like to get Jesse ready as soon as possible.
Okay, I'm gonna go with you. No, I'm going with you.
I just meant that we don't know what's going on with Vanessa's testimony, and I think that it might be dangerous for you. That's all I'm saying.
I don't care.